It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
And they fake the handoff, now Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb, 22 yards. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
Lance now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Lance looks to throw again. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. pass run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Rolling to his right. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Set, ready. 6, 7, 5, 77. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, set. Fight, 50.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
The score, Niners 14, Cowboys 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken way up at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys may go for a first down attempt at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Hey, kill! Kill.
The center receiver in motion to the right. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Rolling to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Niners 21, Cowboys 12.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
On the double. Check smash.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Okay, right.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Down. Hey, hold fierce.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles, we'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Ready.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
46. Under.
Now Dak. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
To throw, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Prescott finding Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now here's Pollard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here's Dak.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. A good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the